Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into the world of Hollywood stars, not only known for their incredible talents, but also for their less than pleasant scents on set. We've all heard of the glamour, but some of these celebrities had some serious hygiene issues behind the scenes. In this video, we'll explore the infamous scent stories of some well-known stars who didn't quite match the fresh image they portrayed on screen. Let's get started. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando is often regarded as one of the greatest actors of all time, and while his talent was undeniable, his hygiene habits were far from impressive. Brando, who became an icon for his raw, intense performances, was also notorious for not taking regular baths. On set, his body odor often became a topic of conversation among his colleagues. In fact, people who worked with him would sometimes need to use extra body spray to cover up the smell. Some of his fellow actors were even said to avoid standing too close to him due to the overpowering scent. Brando himself didn't seem to care much about his hygiene, as he often focused more on his craft than on personal grooming. This left many on set frustrated, but no one could deny his genius as an actor, which overshadowed his less-than-ideal habits. John Wayne. The quintessential American cowboy, John Wayne, was admired for his roles in classic Western films. However, his hygiene, or lack thereof, was a subject of much gossip in Hollywood. Wayne was known to be a man of ruggedness and simplicity, and his daily routine didn't include frequent showers or baths. On set, his strong, often pungent odor was noticed by fellow cast and crew members, causing discomfort. His disregard for personal cleanliness became a point of humor, and though his acting abilities were widely respected, his cleanliness, or the lack thereof, didn't quite match his heroic on-screen persona. Wayne's tendency to overlook his hygiene was often dismissed as part of his tough guy image, but it was something those who worked with him couldn't easily ignore. Robert Pattinson. The actor who became a household name for his role as Edward Cullen in the Twilight Saga. Robert Pattinson has admitted in interviews that he didn't always prioritize personal hygiene. Known for his somewhat scruffy and disheveled look, Pattinson's lack of enthusiasm for showering became a subject of public fascination. On several occasions, his co-stars mentioned how he would often skip showers on set. Pattinson himself has openly joked about how he can go several days without washing, much to the surprise of his fans. His odorous reputation didn't seem to bother him much, but it certainly made working with him a less-than-pleasant experience for those around him. Despite the complaints, his acting talent and charming demeanor kept him in the Hollywood spotlight. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin is remembered as one of the greatest silent film stars of all time, but he wasn't known for his personal grooming. Despite his immense popularity, Chaplin's hygiene was often questioned. He was known to spend long hours on set, working tirelessly on his craft, but showering or bathing wasn't always a priority for him. In fact, some of his fellow actors and crew members remarked that his body odor could be overpowering. It's said that his lack of cleanliness was somewhat overlooked because of his genius in comedy, but it certainly left a mark on those who worked with him. His iconic status didn't excuse his poor hygiene habits, but it seemed to add to his eccentric persona as an artist. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, one of Hollywood's leading men, is known for his blockbuster hits and his tumultuous personal life. However, some of his co-stars have openly discussed his tendency to neglect his hygiene, especially during long film shoots. On more than one occasion, Affleck's odor became a topic of discussion among his peers. He was known to get so caught up in his work that he would forget to shower, and the smell would linger, creating an uncomfortable environment on set. Though Affleck is undoubtedly talented, his lack of personal care has been noted by many as something that could have been improved. His body odor, especially in hot and stressful shooting conditions, became one of those not-so-glamorous aspects of his on-set behavior. Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot is remembered as one of the most beautiful and sensual actresses of her time, but even the French sex symbol wasn't immune to personal hygiene issues. Bardot's glamorous image was often tainted by her reluctance to bathe regularly. On set, her strong perfume was often noted, but her overall lack of attention to her hygiene left many people around her feeling uncomfortable. Her admirers were quick to forgive her for this, seeing it as part of her wild and carefree persona. However, those who worked with her didn't always share the same forgiving attitude. Despite her famous beauty, her reputation for neglecting cleanliness was something that couldn't be ignored by her colleagues. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is a beloved actor known for his eccentric performances, but his personal habits didn't always reflect his professional success. Many on film sets have commented on Cage's disregard for personal hygiene, with some even describing him as having a strong body odor. His laid-back attitude toward cleaning himself was often evident in his personal life, but it extended to his work environment as well. Despite his strong acting career, his lack of hygiene often made his co-stars uncomfortable. Still, Cage's willingness to embrace unconventional roles and push the boundaries of acting kept him in the spotlight, even if his scent wasn't always appreciated. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal, the action movie star with a reputation for his martial arts skills, was often the subject of ridicule for his personal habits. On set, Seagal's hygiene, or lack thereof, was a frequent topic of conversation. His body odor became so bad that crew members and co-stars would sometimes avoid working too closely with him. Seagal's tough guy persona seemed to extend to every aspect of his life, but his neglect of personal grooming was something that didn't sit well with those around him. While his movies made millions, his lack of attention to cleanliness remained a noticeable flaw in his public persona. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan, once one of Hollywood's most promising young stars, has had a roller coaster career filled with highs and lows. Her hygiene habits, however, became a topic of much scrutiny during her troubled times. Lohan was known to skip showers and neglect personal care, leading to reports of unpleasant body odor on set. Her inability to maintain basic hygiene during filming created tension with her co-stars, who had to endure the stench while working. Despite this, Lohan's talent still shone through, but her lack of attention to cleanliness made her an outcast in some Hollywood circles. John Belushi. John Belushi, the legendary comedian and Saturday Night Live star, was famous for his wild antics both on and off screen. However, his hygiene habits were often less than desirable. Belushi's lack of self-care, including skipping showers, led to complaints from those around him. His partying lifestyle and hectic schedule left little room for maintaining good hygiene, which caused issues during his time on set. Nevertheless, his acting talent and comedic genius helped him maintain a place in Hollywood, even though his body odor and general appearance were far from polished. Vincent Gallo. Vincent Gallo, the actor and filmmaker, had a reputation for being difficult on set. His hygiene, or lack thereof, was one of the aspects of his personality that often came up in conversations about him. Gallo was known to forego regular showers and personal grooming, leading to complaints from his co-stars. His disregard for personal cleanliness was part of the bad boy image he cultivated, but it wasn't something that made him popular among his peers. Despite this, his acting career continued, with people often overlooking his personal habits in favor of his artistic talents. Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe, the Academy Award-winning actor, is known for his intense and often volatile personality. His temper wasn't the only thing that stood out on set, his hygiene did too. Crowe's personal grooming habits were often criticized, with many co-stars noting his tendency to neglect basic hygiene. Whether it was due to long hours of filming or simply a lack of care, Crowe's odor became an issue for those who worked with him. Despite his acting prowess, his lack of attention to cleanliness occasionally led to awkward situations on set. Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman is one of the most respected actors in Hollywood, but even he wasn't immune to the complaints about personal hygiene. Reports from the set of several films mention that Hoffman often went long stretches without taking a shower, which led to discomfort for his co-stars. Hoffman's dedication to his craft sometimes left him too focused on his performance to bother with basic personal care. Though his talent remained unquestioned, his hygiene, or lack thereof, was something that those who worked with him couldn't ignore. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf, the star of films like Transformers and Indiana Jones, is known for his rebellious attitude and eccentric personality. His hygiene habits were often a point of contention on set, as LaBeouf was known to skip showers during long filming schedules. His body odor became a topic of conversation among crew members and co-stars, with some even claiming it made the work environment unpleasant. LaBeouf's refusal to conform to Hollywood standards extended beyond his personal appearance, but it was something that didn't always endear him to his fellow actors and crew. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme, the martial artist turned action star, had a reputation for being dedicated to his physical fitness, but not necessarily his personal hygiene. Despite his chiseled physique and roles in action-packed films, Van Damme's body odor often became a point of discomfort for those around him. He was known to get so absorbed in his physical training and fight scenes that he neglected basic hygiene, leading to complaints from those who had to work closely with him. Van Damme's status as a martial arts icon did little to hide the fact that his hygiene could be off-putting at times. Al Pacino. Al Pacino, the legendary actor known for his roles in The Godfather and Scarface, has always been one of Hollywood's most iconic figures. However, his hygiene was occasionally questioned during his early career. Reports from the set suggest that Pacino sometimes neglected to shower during long shooting days, which led to complaints about his odor. Though his legendary status as an actor ensured his place in Hollywood, his lack of attention to personal hygiene was something that didn't go unnoticed by those working with him. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, the ultimate Hollywood bombshell, was also known for her unconventional habits, including her approach to personal hygiene. Monroe's busy schedule often meant that she didn't have time for regular bathing or showering. Her famous beauty was undeniably captivating, but her lack of cleanliness sometimes came to the surface. Co-stars and crew members would occasionally remark on her body odor, although many overlooked it due to her glamorous image. Despite her personal habits, Monroe's star power remained untouchable. Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey, known for his laid-back, free-spirited personality, was occasionally the subject of complaints about his hygiene. On several film sets, McConaughey's lack of attention to personal care was noted. He was known to skip showers during long filming schedules, which left some of his co-stars and crew members uncomfortable. His relaxed attitude toward hygiene fit his carefree persona, but it wasn't always appreciated by those working closely with him. Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford, the iconic actor known for roles in Star Wars and Indiana Jones, was sometimes criticized for his hygiene on set. Despite his fame and success, Ford's lack of attention to cleanliness was noted by his co-stars. His tendency to skip showers and take shortcuts when it came to personal care created some discomfort on set, particularly during hot and strenuous filming conditions. Ford's legendary status as an action hero didn't excuse his less-than-perfect grooming habits, but it certainly didn't hurt his career. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, the beloved actor known for his roles in The Matrix and John Wick, is widely admired for his down-to-earth personality. However, some co-stars have commented on his hygiene habits, particularly his tendency to neglect personal care. Reeves has admitted in interviews that he doesn't always make time for regular showers, and this has led to complaints from those who had to work close to him. Despite his occasional body odor, Reeves's humble nature and dedication to his craft have earned him the respect of both fans and colleagues alike. That's a wrap on our journey through Hollywood's smelly secrets. While some of these stars may have had a less than ideal approach to personal hygiene, their talents have certainly made them unforgettable. What do you think? Did these hygiene habits impact their careers? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more content like this. See you in the next video.